Day 51 of the Any Day English Speaking Challenge. It's 51! Should I say something like that? No. Okay. Like, I know that some of women out there or girls out there having difficulty to manage emotions during menstrual cycle, and I experience it as well. Like, it could be, you know, we got mood swing, and the emotion could be from, like, initially from being happy or feel happy, and then the next second could be feel sad, and then later we could be feel angry out of nowhere, like perhaps with reasons or unvalid or non-valid reasons. And for that, I think like I needed to do actions to prevent that thing. And first thing that I usually do was to take iron supplements or medication, iron pills, and I usually just drink the pills during the first few days of my menstrual cycle or menstrual pace, because like in this period I think women bleed heavier than like in the middle or in the last period of our menstrual pace. That's why like I feel like iron supplements you know should be work better, or I think like I need this supplement or pills more in this like on the first few days of this pace, rather than just drinking like errand pills even when like I didn't bleed much or heavier, or let's say in the last few days of my period time. And I usually drink it after breakfast once. And also I think because I have watched a few posting, like a few feet of at least a doctor, I guess, a doctor or a few doctors that recommend to consuming iron pills. That's why I started to do that. And to be honest, it could help us to to not feel drained or worn out or have no energy easier, because if you're bleeding heavier, you lose energy for that, I think. And that's why iron pills could help. And then the second action that I usually do was probably take something sweet to like to just feeling happy, because what I know based on what I've read, that something sweet could help your body produce more serotonin, and this hormone could you know make us having a good mood. That's why I usually take perhaps a small amount of chocolates, or you know eating sweet fruits, or let's say drink chocolate milk, because I like chocolate, so that's why I mentioned about chocolate a few times. And then the last thing, probably um, don't feel hungry, meaning that pay attention towards your meal time, and then towards the time that you used to feel hungry when you do not eat something. And just like if you are very busy at that moment and then you couldn't have a proper meal, I think it's it's better to buy small snacks that you know contains um carbohydrate carbohydrate, how do you call it in English? Carbohydrate and proteins, and just eat it, small amount of it, and don't be hungry, or else it could affect your brain to um, like release the angry hormone. I'm not really sure how do you call it, cortisol. Because if you have if you are hungry, if you are hungry, it could affect your sugar blood. It drop, and when it drop, your brain couldn't you know your brain release cortisol, and when your brain release cortisol, your brain couldn't have like couldn't help you to manage your emotion properly. That's why eat, don't feel hungry, it's something sweet, and then eat iron pills, that's it. Why I feel like I'm screaming, I was screaming, the like, come on. It's so okay. Okay, that's it, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye.